My morning emails included a doom and gloom prediction from a sky is falling blogger who writes about small business. I've excerpted some of his predictions here. The global economy is more fragile than ever, and the prospect of a financial collapse is starting to send shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned entrepreneurs. Am I trying to scare you? Absolutely. If you are burying your head in the sand about what's coming, you aren't being foolish, you are being irresponsible. As small business owners, we're no strangers to adversity, but a full-blown financial collapse, that's a different beast entirely. Don't let fear paralyze you. He goes on to tell you what you need to do immediately, finally ending his plea with this: a recession can be the best time to scale and even exit your business, creating generational wealth for yourself and providing exceptional opportunities for your team. But you have to have a concrete plan to make that happen. More on that later. Of course, more on that later is his invitation for you to buy whatever it is he's selling. But here's the thing. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about any more than the hundreds of economists who also get their financial prognostications wrong year after year after year. And let's be clear, if some random blogger knew with certainty when economic trends would shift and how to profit from that information, would they waste their time writing blogs trying to frighten you? Of course not. They'd be investing their own money or cashing in the Apple stock they bought in the late 90s. It's easy to say there's a recession coming because there's always a recession coming. Years of economic history show us that. And salesmen, conmen, and holy rollers can read the data as easily as you and I can. Sooner or later, the old crackpot who scrawled "the end is near" on a ratty sign, or the religious zealot who preaches about the end of days will be correct. But I wouldn't bet on it being today or tomorrow, and you shouldn't either. It reminds me of the fortune teller at the carnival who looks at random tea leaves, tarot cards, chicken bones, or the lines in your palm and promises to tell you what will happen in your love life. The truth is, if you stroll into their tent and they ask you your name and where you're from, you should turn right around and walk out. And it's not just bloggers or fortune tellers. Marketers of all stripes know that fear, confusion, and anger are great ways to get you to look up, pay attention, and react, regardless of whether what they warn about is true or not. It could be a salesperson cautioning that if you don't sign now, you'll never get another chance at the bargain of a lifetime. It could be a religious leader evangelizing that if you don't repent now, you'll spend the rest of eternity roasting in hellfire. It could be a politician threatening that if you don't donate now, forces are conspiring to take away your possessions, your rights, and your way of life. But whatever they're warning you about, you can be sure there's always something in it for them. Regardless of the approach they take, the book they pound, or the group they represent, they all want the same thing: to get you to do something for them that you wouldn't be willing to do otherwise. It's easier to sow fear than build confidence. It's easier to destroy something than to create something. And it's easier to produce confusion than clarity. Or, as Speaker of the House Sam Rayburn said, any jackass can kick down a barn, but it takes a good carpenter to build one.